Hey everybody, welcome to Chat to Riches. This is Wade. This is my second YouTube video ever. My first one was a welcome video to introduce this channel. Hopefully I will include a link in the description, although at this time I have no idea how to do that. So we'll find out. Quick summation of the channel. The idea of the channel is, can AI, specifically ChatGPT, help me to create a YouTube channel that generates a six-figure income? That is the question. So we're calling this episode The Question that I'm going to ask AI. So the idea behind the channel is that it will give you guys good information on all the steps involved in creating a channel that generates revenue, and also demonstrate AI's ability to act as an assistant in that process. Can it teach me? Can it edit videos for me? How much can it do? How good of advice will it give me? Will its advice lead me onto a path of generating revenue and having a successful channel? I want the channel to be authentic, and I want you guys to come along the journey with me as I ask these questions and dive into all the things. I have zero experience at this, so you guys get to watch me learn. Hopefully I'll get better at speaking fluently without the ums and the uhs. Hopefully I'll get better at looking at the camera, because what I want to do is look at the screen. But when I look at the screen, I'm not looking at the camera, and you guys think I'm looking over there somewhere. And we'll look back on this when I'm a famous millionaire YouTuber, and we'll laugh at this video. Kidding. Or am I? So, before I could make this channel, I did identify a couple needs that I had. And so, to be authentic, I did ask Chat a question before I asked Chat this question. We'll dive into that in future videos, so that you guys will get to see that. But none of that's been introduced yet. This is the introduction, and this video is getting posted second after my welcome video, so that you guys will see the whole process. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that here, because I recognize some pre-channel needs. I did ask Chat about it, and it started taking me down the rabbit hole, and that's not what I wanted, because I want you guys to come down the rabbit hole with me, and identifying all the things that are needed to do this successfully. But I did want to identify that I need recording equipment. What I asked Chat was, I want to know a good entry-level setup for starting a YouTube channel as far as equipment, pictures, cameras, audio, etc. And the response I got was that audio matters more than video, lighting matters more than camera, consistency beats all of it. So I identified that I needed recording equipment. So I have a tripod with a light and handy wireless microphone. And I also identified that I needed editing software. One of the big things that I wanted to do here was screen capture, so that as I'm inputting these prompts into Chat, in the perfect world, my head would go down into the corner in a little square, and the screen, my screen, would get shared with you guys so that you can see Chat's response and scroll through it, rather than just listening to me, because you're not going to sit here and write down everything I say. Who would do that? So I felt like that is going to be a better way for you guys to get the information to you guys, so you guys learn something from it. I want to do that with this video. I don't know how to do that. I did get CamCut. That was the software that it prompted me with a couple of follow-up questions to get, because it's free, and because it's user-friendly. I have found that it is free, and I have found it to not be user-friendly so far, at least not for me. I don't know how to use it. So I realized I could spend a bunch of time learning how to use it before presenting this video to you guys, so that this video was edited the way that I wanted it to be. But that's kind of taking away from the point of this channel. Is I don't know how to do this, and I'm asking chat to teach me how to do this. So I have the software, and that is the goal for displaying content in this channel, is that you guys will be able to see my screen and therefore know the information that I'm getting, and I can talk about the choices that I'm making and why. Because generally speaking, when I ask chat or other AI something, it gives me options and it gives me prompts. And so we're going to follow those. We're going to ask the question, we're going to follow the prompts, and we're going to see where it leads us. So hopefully by the time I actually post this, I will know how to screen share that with you, but I need to ask the question because that's the first part of this process, and let chat lead the teaching and the process, because that's what the channel is about. So all that to say, I will revisit the original question that I asked chat, but I realized that if I continued to go on that path, you guys were going to miss out on a lot of the process, which is the whole point. So the question is, hey chat, this is Wade. Can you help me create a YouTube channel that generates a 6-figure income? Nice and simple. And now we'll review chat's response. Hi Wade, yes, but the first thing I tell you is this. A 6-figure YouTube income is usually a result of building a valuable audience, not the result of chasing ad revenue. Good to know. Need to build an audience. Think of YouTube like planting an orchard. Most people focus on one apple tree ads. The channel that hits 6 figures usually have 4 to 6 revenue trees growing at the same time. Based on what I know about you, I think you have a surprisingly strong niche already. And what it knows about me, it's drawing from previously. It asked me about chat personalization settings and prompted me through. I didn't know it was going to bring that back up in this response. So I may need to do a follow-up video about that conversation. But here's what chat has determined that it knows about me. I'm comfortable teaching. I care about faith. I've navigated selective mutism with my daughter. I work in schools. I have maintenance custodial experience. I communicate in a warm and practical way. Okay, thanks, chat. Those are real-world experiences people search for every day. Option 1, my favorite. Okay, so what it's going to do here, folks, is it's going to go straight into suggestions for my channel. So I'm going to pause for just a minute and revisit. It says most people focus on one apple tree ads. The channel that hits 6 figures usually has 4 to 6 revenue streams. And I did mention that in my welcome video. What the channel is about, I don't really know. I don't have a strong and clear purpose. I have a strong and clear purpose for this channel. I know what this channel is about. This channel is about educating you guys about the process of building a YouTube channel, as well as what the capability is of AI to assist in that process. The channel that I'm going to build in this process, I don't know what that's about. But I did say I'm more interested in generating revenue than what the content is. I have some ideas based around how I live my life, but I'm not clear and set on that, and that's what I want chat to help me define. So I like that it is drawing on what it knows about me, and giving me options based on what it knows about me. I feel like I'm going to need to tell it more about me for it to give better options. I'm surprised that it's going first for what type of channel I have, versus how to do it. But that's where it's leading me, and it's got 4 different options here, which this video is about the question and the response. So I'm actually going to leave those because I don't want this video to get too long. I'm going to leave those 4 different options on what the channel is about, and that's going to be its own video. So I'm just going down to the response to see if it tells me anything about the logistics of actually starting the channel, because so far it hasn't done that. I scroll past those options and it talks about the 6-figure path. Year 1, 100 videos, 5,000 to 20,000 subscribers, learn storytelling and editing. So it's telling me that's going to take me a year to learn storytelling and editing. I can see that. Editing can be complicated. Year 2, 20,000 to 75,000 subscribers, launch first digital product. Okay. Year 3, 50 to 150,000 subscribers, multiple income streams, 100K plus becomes realistic. Not guaranteed, but realistic. Now we get to equipment, and chat does remember and says, you asked previously about equipment for a screen sharing educational channel. I'd start with your phone camera, a decent USB microphone, OBS Studio for screen recording, CapCut for editing. Okay, so that's CapCut for editing and OBS Studio for screen recording. I do believe that it did tell me that in the previous conversation, and I haven't actually got OBS Studio yet. Total investment under 200. Do not buy fancy cameras yet. A creator with a great message and mediocre camera beats a creator with a $3,000 camera and nothing useful to say. If your goal is genuinely help me build a 6-figure YouTube channel, I'd love to help you build the entire thing, including channel name, positioning, first 50 video ideas, thumbnail strategy, revenue roadmap, weekly production schedule based on your current job and family commitments. And I can make it specific to Wade, my daughter, education, faith, and the experiences I already have instead of starting from scratch. All right, so a lot of interesting information in there. The first place it wants me to go is to decide what my channel is going to be about. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm excited to continue the journey with you and learn more about this process. And I'll have to give some significant thought to what I want a channel to be about, because I really haven't done that yet. Other than this channel, I know what this channel is going to be about. So that's a good start, right? See you next time on Chat to Riches, guys. Like, subscribe. That'll help you see my new videos. And we'll see you next time.